Crowd of boys, peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and cutting energetic cords and etheric cords with past partners, past exes, past partners that you may have been sexually involved with. And before I jump into this topic, I appreciate all you guys who come to the content, appreciate the content. Guys, do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Feeling generous in the season, hit the Cash App, $crowdforboys@gmail.com. Everything that goes to the channel goes right back into the channel to improve the channel quality, video quality, in the future, or audio quality. Guys always complain about the sound quality and stuff like that. But as time goes on, guys, your help and donations to the channel help me and also the channel grow. This information isn't to be used for manipulation. It isn't to be used for self-grandizement. This information is to cut energy cords to help better you and place you, I should say, in a better frequency and vibration as you live your daily life. Because the attachments that you may have had in the past are still lingering or may still have a grasp on you. That may be a stumbling block in your semen retention journey or just in your journey of life alone, holding on to past endeavors, whether it may be trauma, all right? Heartbreak is trauma. Your partner, losing distrust, losing attraction, all this has a place on our psyche and our bodies. And these energetic cords, these etheric cords that we once shared with our past partners are a connection. It's all connected. It's a connection to that person through the intimacy of the act of sex. So it is very important that you guys understand energy, the energy exchange, the etheric cord, which I'll talk about right now before I go more into this topic. The etheric cord is something that is beyond what we see in a realm that is just on the 3D physical realm, I should say. Where we just think we're dealing with someone just on the physical form. I'm going to just, use this person, or that person just may be using you. You may be a lick out there. Guys, a simp, or once a simp before. So you would do things to appease to women or the woman that you were dealing with, or multiple women you were dealing with. These are things and energies that you are coming with that you need to cut away from, because people are still wanting and wishing and hoping for that energy when you have either stepped away from this relationship or you are still in the midst. You're reachable, you're attainable, you are accessible. One of the things you have to do to cut these energetic cords, this etheric cord, and this ether has to do with the spiritual realm. A lot of people go frivolously in not thinking about sex and the breathing that goes behind it, the intimacy, the body touching, the flesh on flesh. This is very spiritual. With love in the midst, it becomes more of a healing aspect when it comes down to intercourse. But when it comes down to just aimlessly having intercourse, it can get confused in the ether. But the ether will not pick up on if you love this person or not. It's just going to pick up on the connection that you have, and whatever comes with that connection. You will be stuck in that connection if you don't figure it out within the connection. You dig? One way to cut these cords, these energetic cords, these etheric cords, is to limit or excommunication. Limit communication or excommunication. In my situation, personally, in my life, the person that I have the deepest energetic cord with, etheric cord, is my ex-wife. And not just because she's my ex-wife or we got married or whatever, this on the physical realm, but we actually share a child together. So our connection goes beyond just the 3D. It goes beyond into the ethers because we have built and created a whole nother new life force upon this planet. Some of us can't escape certain ether cores because when we look at the biology of women, what we have done and created, if you have children out there, let's talk about it. We have implanted our life force energy, our sperm, our semen retention, guys. You know about your sperm. We have created a life force, which created inside the woman's womb a umbilical cord within her to create this human being that we now have, a healthy 9-year-old boy, right? That cord and that connection through my DNA, through my genetics and all that mixed in with hers, coming out into this 3D realm, however it manifests. This is a cord that is an attachment that cannot be broken. Only through certain communications can I limit communication, just dealing with our child, because we are exes now. But if you are a guy out there, you don't have kids, you don't have, you just have similar ties to women or whatever the case may be, that it is easier to excommunicate that person, to cut that energetic cord, limiting talking to each other, all right? Because it may lead to arguments. It may lead to the past traumas, bringing up old hurt, all right? Some relationships are done and people try to go back to relive them or try to fix them, and they are burnt bridges. There are ties that are unhealthy, I should say, all right? Not saying, going along the lines of anything more personal, but when you realize toxicity within a relationship, no matter who it's coming from, you have to do the best thing for yourself and think ahead for yourself. What is the best thing to do? So first, guys, understand this. The female that you're dealing with, limit. Make yourself less accessible. A lot of us guys make ourselves too accessible. We're too easy to access. When you're on the semen retention journey, especially if you are a loner, you put yourself in a state of isolation, or if you land in a state of isolation, like some of us. We just land here. We're guided here, right? You already learned the basis of excommunication and limiting communication, because no one can really relate to you already on your path and on your journey. So it's easy. And when I say easy, when you get over the mental hump of the attachment that you once had to this person, and what they brought to it was, that's right, sex. And when you're able to get over that mental hurdle, and not thinking so much with the head down there, you are able to limit and excommunicate who you need to. And I know I said who you need to, but when we're talking about past partners, all right, you need to limit that communication or excommunicate at all means. Delete phone numbers, text message threads, and all that. And this is the next thing I'm going to get to how to cut these energetic cords, these etheric cords with these people. Getting rid of old materials. I'm going to segue right into it. This is the second one, guys. Getting rid of old materials. Pictures. All right. Delete them out your phone. You got to hang them up. Take them off your wall. You got them at your office desk. You got to get rid of the old materials, the pictures, old gifts, personal attachments that are still lingering around, whether it be, cups, certain, and once again, all right, I'm a dad, so I receive, Father's Day's gifts as of recent. All right. I appreciate them because I know something like that doesn't just come from the thought of an ex, but also my kid. All right. But before my kid got here, I had things and belongings such as clothes, pictures, text threads, and all that other stuff. Guys, you got to get rid of that stuff, because when they pop up on you and you see it, you might ignore it for the time, but you've seen it. Your brain, your computer system, your downloader, your generator, It's not going to ignore it. It's going to download that file and remember that you've seen it after all those years or all those months, whatever the case may be. So get rid of them now, so you don't trick your brain into thinking too much into those past endeavors, and it brings up those old emotions. And that's where everything kicks in with the energy. Energy and motion creates emotion. So once when you pick up on that energy, whether it be, once again, the communication, the talking, the voice, all right, these old materials, all right, reminiscing old thoughts, the past thoughts, and then the old feelings, those emotions, it gears up, it starts to rise in you, it triggers you, and it may go another way. So cutting these cords and doing these things are very, very important. The third thing, and if you're on this path, and if you are here, guys, once again, if you haven't hit the like button, please do me a solid, hit the like. Fasting. If you're on this semen retention journey, you're already fasting, you have broken away from intercourse. All right, watching pee, engaging in pee. All right. Fasting from all that stuff, giving a rest to your body, your nervous system, your nether regions, your man down there, giving them a break. But also a full cleanse of your body. Semen retention is fasting also. Being celibate is fasting, guys. All right. But also giving your body an overall break of just cleansing yourself truly. Always harp on spiritual baths of cleansing. All right. If you guys want to tap in with certain spiritual baths on how to cleanse, how to draw yourself to a different frequency, raise your vibrations. These are some of the things that I'm talking about. You know, cutting these toxic cords, these energetic cords for past partners. All right. These are some of the things that go into it with taking these spiritual baths, because whatever is attached or has attached needs to get off of you energetically. But fasting and cleansing yourself from the inside out. Water. All right. Controlling your diet, controlling your mental, what you are mentally intaking also. You can fast from social media. All right. It's some of the things that we may scroll, especially if you're into shorts and stuff like that. You can scroll aimlessly, just letting your mind wander too much, but you need to take it fast, a detox from some of these things. And that can help you cut these cords, because some of these attachments, some of these ether cords are attached to those things, believe it or not. Little triggers that you may not notice. All right. Especially if you're scrolling, you may see things with relationship or things with women or whatever the case may be. Anything that can trigger you, you might think is minuscule, but it's very important, especially if you are trying to break ties, cut cords with people. The last and fourth thing, guys, to cut energetic and etheric cords with past partners that you may have had intercourse with, or even energetically just intertwined with. All right. But especially if you've been sexually active with them. The fourth thing, exploration. Try something different. Opposite of what you are used to. Now, let me explain this a little bit. I'm not saying immediately go out and date as soon as you get that thought of your past partner or whatever the case may be, or urge come and go out there and just put yourself all out there online. That's not what I'm saying. Exploration and trying something different has to do with just doing something outside of your normal schedule, outside of your normal routine. Now, this does have to do with talking, all right, communicating, open your mouth with someone different from what you are used to. I gave advice in another audio about guys, cold approaching and stuff like that. Just to figure, it was about the mirroring aspect. I gave guys a little homework to do to just, walk up to somebody and, fold your arms and stuff like that. Here's another one, guys. Go and talk to an unattractive woman. You have nothing to lose here. Because a lot of guys are scared and will use the excuse, no, you're supposed to let women just, come to you naturally, right? Just let it happen naturally. Low key and underlying, I'm gonna be honest, that's guys scared to talk to people, still scared to talk to women. If you are scared to talk to women and think the right one, quote unquote, the right one is just supposed to walk up to you, you'll be waiting a lifetime, brother. A real woman will be quiet. She's really not bold enough. She shouldn't be bold enough to approach you. Women who are modest, if that's what you want, a modest woman, she will not approach you. So just go talk to a woman, any woman. It doesn't matter her looks, body, whatever the case may be. But it should be opposite of the sexual partner that you are trying to cut this energetic cord from. And this isn't a try to have intercourse with this other person or anything like that. Once again, when I started this audio, this is not manipulation. This is only for advice and to get you guys a little bit of awareness. So for you to really understand it, I advise you guys to try it out, test it out. Just go talk to anyone, whether they be attractive, older, or younger, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Younger, of age, but any of age, within the parameters of what's appropriate. You did. The reason why I'm telling you this is because the same way I told you to excommunicate from that past sexual partner, you need to communicate with someone with a fresh slate, with no strings attached, no underlying agendas of what you're trying to do or what you're trying to get. This is a shift to just communicate with someone, particularly a female. And what it does to your brain and to your psyche is that you can talk to a female regularly, normal conversation, without having the stress and the wear down on you of wanting something out of the conversation. Now, all in all, what you are doing is, for yourself, breaking a cord, but what you're doing is switching that communication in your brain algorithm to something different, that you can talk to women, that you can talk to anyone, that you're able to have and hold a normal conversation with someone without having the, am I attracted to this person? Can I, that all that goes out the window when you're not attracted to the person. So now you have to ask yourself, why am I talking to this person? Or what can I say to this person to just gear up a nice conversation, guys? It's not about it being the one. Every female you talk to isn't going to be the one. You have to talk to females. People have to talk to people. Can't avoid that. Exploration, talking to different women, it will get you off of that one set woman that might come up on you. All right. That's very big. I'm telling you guys, very big in cutting energetic cords. The energy behind it switches. The etheric cords. Now, that's something still that may be lingering, but your energy will shift. You'll stop thinking about that said person, or that energy will start to diminish off of you because you have a new person, a new female that may think different, that might move different, look at you different. With all those things, it creates a different energy, and that's going to carry with you. Guys, if you understand that, if you dig that, if you understand where I'm coming from, once again, show your boys some love. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe, all the other stuff. All right. Some simple tricks, man. Some simple tips to get rid of these energetic cords, these etheric cords that may be hindering you, blocking you from certain or you're hitting plateaus in your journey you don't understand. Maybe still past energy holding on to you. Etheric cords. Still attachment. Well, I said, my boys, I'll leave y'all with that. With love and peace.